Afternoon, everybody on YouTube, and welcome back again to my channel. It's a real Yedo girl. So, what are we going to talk about today? I just saw this video yesterday on Facebook, and I was listening to the video, and I saw something very interesting and hypocritical that took my attention on this video that I'm going to show you now. It's a very long video, but we are going to analyze this video step by step, because when you talk about the women in our community, when you talk about the Black women, when we talk about issues of seeing women, something happening to our women all the time, we see how most of the Black men comes out to blame the women. You see that blame game always, like, oh, you were supposed to take this, you were supposed to take this road, and you did this wrong. Then that there is always that blame game that always exempts the men from responsibility. And at times they manipulate this blame game one way or the other, meanwhile forgetting the society that we actually come from, how women don't have voice, how women cannot say anything when it comes to our society, how many women are manipulated. We don't talk about that. We always, when those things happen, somebody died or something happened, you see that blame game from the men and the women. They begin to blame that person that lost their life or something. And you see the person that did the crime or did something to that woman, that person become exempted. Nobody talks about that person, okay? The person that is being judged, that is being talked about, is that woman that never left the relationship, that woman that never pack out and stay out of the marriage, that woman that continue to stay in abusive relationship. All of us, we forget how we brainwashed our children, how we raised our children when it comes to the Black society, when it comes to Africa, how the men and the women were raised and conditioned. How many of us think that staying in abusive relationship, staying in a place where we are not needed, we are not wanted, is a normal thing? We see many of our mother overbearing abusive relationship, being abused in every manner, and many of us call women that continue to stay in that type of relationship, we continue to call them strong women, we continue to give them awards, we continue to count that, oh, look at my auntie is in marriage for 50 years. 50 years might be 50 years of miserability, 50 years might be 50 years of pain, 50 years might be 50 years of stress, and all the types, or any type of beating you can think about. We always try to prime the women that decide to stay in abusive relationship. We always shame the women that decide to leave. We call them single mother. Even in social media platform that is supposed to be an educative place, single mother have become a curse word used to describe women, to underrate women, to say a lot of rubbish to women, calling them single mother by stupidity, single mother by this, single mother by that. You see all the old curse word that is being used as when a woman becomes single or divorced, or even if she lost her husband. People will definitely try to discriminate her when it comes to gathering, when it comes to anything socially, because when it comes to the Black community, there is a lot of dick worshiping, there is a lot of male worshiping in this community, whereby everything that has to go have to be said by a man. A woman don't have the right to do anything, to take decisions. When you have a house, you have to transfer it to your husband's name. There is a lot of things that is actually going on in our community that is not right. There is a lot of disgusting behavior, mentality, character that is going on between the men and the women. There are a lot of things that when something like this that happened to Osinachi happened, people will say, go back to your husband, that one not reach to come out, you supposed to stay. There are a lot of things that have happened, okay? This one happened that this woman that is popular, it happens that she lost her life. So this thing become a topic for everybody. A lot of people are just taking it so sensationally. But this thing happen daily, day by day in our community, because because at the end of the day, abuse does not just start from, okay, a man putting their hands on you. There is a lot of abuse, financial abuse, emotional abuse, before it comes to the physical abuse, before it comes to somebody handing your life. There's a lot of abuse. When a man married you, he drive away all your friends, he drive away all your family, he makes you to become the enemy of every single woman. That is a complete abuse, because actually that was not what you wanted for yourself. Before you got married, you were friends with a lot of women, you were whether married or single. You got married, you become enemy of everybody. Because we saw in Osinachi story, how the husband separated her from practically everybody, even her family. And many of our women can easily attest to this, that the moment they got married, some of their single sisters become their enemy. Even the married ones become their enemy, because many of them try to correct them. Many of them try to put them through in one way or the other, and their husband knows about it, and their husband decide and ask them to stay away from their sisters. Many women become enemy or no friends to their own mothers and family friends, because they got married. So all of us coming out to say, Osinachi killed herself, Osinachi blah blah blah. These are women that when they were very small, as a baby, they were taught how to be obedient to a man, how to be respectful to a man. A man is a man, no matter what he say, no matter what he did. I've heard all this talk. So how did you expect Osinachi overnight to become that aggressive woman, to become that a woman that can take decision by herself, to be, when we always preach that a woman is under a man, your husband have to take a decision, your husband have to do this. You see many of all these pastors, they have changed their assignment overnight. So we will continue to analyze all those, their hypocrisy, how many of them have decided to, like, oh, Osinachi by herself is not her husband, because somebody did this video and said Osinachi killed herself, not her husband. That was the heading of the video. So let us analyze this video. Let us see, and I will highlight something that this pastor said, because many of you women, when a man is talking, all of you will just become like you sleeping. Like, oh, because he's a man, he's talking on issues that have to do with a woman. Many of you actually think that they really care about you. Many of you think that they actually want something better for you, but you don't listen to the message that people are passing. You just see, oh, don't beat your wife. You believe that these people just become your friend overnight in a community whereby women are still used for money ritual every day. Women are disappearing every day. You think because Osinachi is gone now, all the old men that speak on this issue, all of them have become a saint. All the pastors have become a saint. All of them have stopped beating their wives, because when we talk about abuse and people that condone and people that conceal abuse in this community, many of them are pastors. They have brainwashed women to go under overbearing of abuse every day. They tell women to pray for their husband. They tell women to pray for their father. They tell women to pray for the men in their community. Then who is going to pray for we women? They tell women that they can take everything, that what does not kill them make them stronger. So let us listen to this pastor. It's a very long video, but you are going to understand that men, when it comes to many pastors, when it comes to many African men, they are not your highlight. Many of them are even they even feel more secure when this abuse is going on, when this oppression is going on, when women are under them. They feel very, very secure and very comfortable about it. That is why I bet me I call on her back. Let me call you back. Come on, let me call you back. So they feel more comfortable when they see women being under the men. They feel more comfortable when they see all these things, because it gives them a sense of human, that the women are still under them. Knowing the history of the African men, like, they don't want any woman to shine. They don't want to see women coming out in positions in everything. If you want to doubt me, the statistics is there, how the African women are taking the back seat, while the men are always on the front and doing nothing to better the community, to better the lives of the women, to better the life of the children. They are doing nothing. the politics, in everything. The church have become a prison yard and a captivity place that the women are put into. The women are sealed into a box. They can't think out of the box. That is why we have to sit down to talk about Osinachi was in a bad marriage. Because if that woman was in a bad marriage, the law does not protect the African women when it comes to marriage, when it comes to going out of the marriage. Many of them don't have financial status. Many of them don't have a house. Many of them don't have anything. And this has to do with the men that are in the community, that are in the position to provide those things. So what are we trying to say? Osinachi killed himself. In what way? So let us see how Osinachi actually sent herself to join her maker according to this Prophetmicheal. And I will highlight something that is said, because I always tell you, listen to their message. Listen to their message. Stop going there like you just drop your brain elsewhere. Listen to them. Most of your pastors are exactly like Osinachi husband. Because they on their live video to talk rubbish does not mean that they are exempted from all this behavior. Because you see, this narcissistic behavior and everything, it has to do with them, because they put people under authority. They obligate people to believe in something that they believe. They threaten people with hell, with air fire, with everything. So let us go into the video, okay? I don't want to do my video on sensational or this is somebody that just died, and this thing continue to go around in our environment. So let's listen to this video. People started sharing the video because they thought it's interesting, but they don't listen to when people talk. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, come on.
You saw what the title of the program is. Sister Osinachi Nwachuku kill herself, not the husband. You saw it. The woman that, for those of you who doesn't know who is Osinachi, is the woman that was featured in this song. The main original of the owner of the song is Prosper. But when you check, the voice that sold that song was the voice of Osinachi. And she was in one song also that Jesus, they use me play. No, Jesus, they use me play. A song like that. Let me check if I also see that song in YouTube. Share this video. Let's discuss something very important. And let me tell you how the woman killed herself, not the husband. Sister Osinachi was the one that killed herself, not the husband.
Imagine. Very strange message.
I am telling you what I know very well.
Now she give herself.
Many of you know that my platform is not a platform to discuss any kind of thing.
Now she tell herself, say you must stay in religion,
Many of you that this
you
platform
should
is so
not
precious to me.
separate, you
Not
should not
everything I discuss here.
divorce.
So when I'm telling you that Osinachi killed herself with her own hand,
Believe it.
believe me, I know what I am talking about. Please, if you are watching me, your wife is not around, call her or tag her. You have a sister that is married, tag her.
Osinachi kick herself. When you have told
You
them
have any of your family member,
that marriage
tag the
is
person.
do or die, for
Let the
better,
person
for
come here.
worse, for
Before
richer
I
and
begin to
for
tell you
poorer,
how it happens.
till death do us part. That is the church where they preach this thing, for better, for worse. For imagine that doctrine is so brainwashed so many women, and this thing only apply to African women, like for better, for what they are really like following that better for worse. You don't need to be beaten before you can leave any marriage. You can look at a man and you see that things are not going well the way you are supposed to go. You can leave. You don't need to be beaten before you can leave your marriage. You don't need to be tied on with a rope before you can leave your marriage, because many of them try to say if there is no beating, what about emotional and physical abuses that is going on every day? What about financial abuse? When you see some women, they are so dirty. They are with plenty children. Many women that have been sabotaged, that was a banker. When they get married, they started selling provision. Their husband demoted them, sabotage their success. Eh? We don't talk about that. Come on, let's listen. It's a long video. Let's see how Osinachi by herself.
This is one of the songs.
Oh, let's go front. Let's go front.
You have any of your family member, tag the person.
To come and listen to how Osinachi by herself. Okay. Let's listen, Oga. I want to take the video.
Declaration. With the listening part, I've made the declaration. There is no gospel artist in Nigeria that I want to have access with that I will not have access with. Osinachi. Any pastor can have access with, whether you have money or not. I am a Nigerian and I'm into the gospel, and I must tell you, with the little impact I've made in my generation, there is no gospel artist in Nigeria that I want to have access with that I will not have access with. Osinachi killed herself. Now it started. We are no more in old model marriage or old model Christianity. Like I used to tell my church members, I can't just come in church and begin to tell you, born again, repent. If you don't repent, you will go to hellfire. Before ever you come to church, you know that hell is real, and you knew that when you sin that you are going to hell.
Oga, is a lie. There is nothing like hell. There is nothing like hellfire. Even the Roman Catholic that brought the churches to you people, they even said it that nothing like hell or hellfire. Oga, after all the problem that you have in Africa, you even promising or threatening your member that they will still go to hellfire. My dear, you are not doing something right. You continue to brainwash them. You continue to lie to them. You said they will know that hellfire. Look, ladies and gentlemen, Africans, your hellfire and your hair is in this world. You see, Osinachi, after everything that the husband done to her, which hellfire were you thinking about again? If she wasn't singing, she wasn't praising God, which hellfire do you think that one promising God will take Osinachi to tomorrow? After everything, living a life here, you still talking about her. That is why I say many of you are scammer. You people are brainwashing the African women and the African child, the African people's mind to think that there is a fire. And you telling them that there is a fire. Why do you think somebody that is really fanatical like Osinachi or many women that are already brainwashed with the Christian religion and the African culture are not going to think that living a marriage is going to be a punishment? Even they tell the men that God hate divorce, that if they divorce, not until one of the partner die, the other person cannot marry. That is the same doctrine that you people promote around. Even the people that brought this Christianity to you don't even talk about fire anymore. They don't even talk about hell or heaven or whatever. Their fire and their heaven is here. And I'm educating my African people to know that their fire and their heaven is right here in Africa. Live your life better. Live your best life. Forget about fire and heaven, okay? Live your life. Be a good person. Do something good. Forget about fire and hell and all this stuff. Yes, according to you said you people don't do the old school Christianity anymore. I noticed that you people don't do the old school Christianity anymore because it is not going to tally with the new world order. It's not going to tally with 2022, 2021. It's not going to tally with the modern world. People are waking up. People are subscribing from the religion. People are beginning to leave the Christian religion. People are beginning to wake up from the religion brainwash. It's normal that nobody is going to listen to you. If you want to open your Bible 247, you see all of them have become a motivational speaker. They talk about things that are socially happening in the society. Many of them don't even open the Bible. So I understand that you people don't want to subscribe to the what you were using to get money before, which is the Bible. That a lot of people, it doesn't make sense to them anymore. A lot of people have traveled, a lot of people have schooled, a lot of people are well learned now. So they begin to teach a lot of people that the Christianity, the scam and everything that is inside it. I understand that it is not going to sell. You are going to use another format, another way to to put it to try to make people believe. So I understand you, sir. I understand. So let's continue.
Pay attention because many of you want to start typing some wrong comment. You know the only format to. If you type any wrong comment here, I will come and let me not say anything because social media they have restricted a lot of things now. So if you don't understand me, you don't like what I'm saying here, leave my page immediately. In fact, unfollow me. Unfollow me. We are no more in that kind of Nigerian or in that kind of the world has civilized. We're 21st century now.
Why are
no
you
more in that
not
tradition
living
where you go
Christianity? The people that brought Christianity to you, sir, they have left it. They have left it with their civilization. They have good road. They have everything. You don't see a grown man like you, a white man, a Chinese man, a Asian man, and all this stuff of men sitting down in saying that they are preaching, they are prophetic, they want to pray. They don't pray anymore. They do things for themselves. They do things for their community. They build roads, they build bridge, they build everything to make life easy for them. They are their gods. They don't come to Facebook saying that they are preaching. No, the world is civilized more than this that you are doing now. That is what it is.
go church and telling people repent if you repent, we go to bed. Before they come to church, they know that hell is real.
Lie.
The only thing that will make them
Lie.
repent is you telling
It's
them the
not
importance of
real.
going to heaven.
It's not real.
When you tell them
Nobody,
the importance of going to heaven,
nobody is going to hell and nobody is going to heaven. Nobody is going to hell and nobody is going to heaven. Live your life here. Don't allow them to continue to brainwash you and deceive you. A lot of life is lost because of all this fake and scam doctrine that they are putting around everywhere. Fire, heaven, you have to, some people will go and sell their car because they want to give all their money to the pastor because they think they will be going to heaven, because they think they will be going to hell if they do this, if they do that. You see the African women beauty being altered, being covered, being suppressed because of religion. People cannot dress properly. People cannot show their beautiful body. People cannot put on earrings. People cannot dress the way that they are supposed to dress. They will tag it as worldly dressing. We remember in the time of Komuyi how they restricted a lot of family from using the TV. They restricted them from using jewelries. Many of the women look unattractive and everything. And you see that they continue to peddle lies and everything around. We are
they will come
tired.
away from their sin because many of them doesn't know the importance of going to heaven.
Yeah.
We are no more in those gospel of now at those days that you tell person this, tell this person that, and this and that.
It's
Gospel
not
is a
going
gospel
to
of
work.
freedom. It's not a gospel of do or die.
It don't happen. Now God
Everybody
first
has
freedom
equal
now.
own opinion when it comes in gospel. That is why sometimes when people ask me some certain question, I will inbox them privately. We discuss about it. I will educate them in my own little understanding. Those that want to hear, we hear. Those that don't want to hear, I will leave them to go. How did Osinachi kill herself? If you allow a man that you are feeding, if you allow a man that you help, if you allow a man that you are putting food in his table to kill you, you are the one that kill yourself.
Meanwhile, if she's not feeding the man can do anything. Now, because she's feeding the man, it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. We have seen cases where men came out and they are the one that are paying the bill, they are the one that is doing everything. So that is why they did that to the woman. And you see, the women will start blaming her. It's because she doesn't want to do anything. It's because she doesn't want to do business. Many women are so lazy. You see blame games everywhere. Now it is the man that you are feeding. If he wasn't feeding the man, is it appropriate for the man to do what he did to her?
Mr. Osinachi is very gifted. Believe me. I used to say, why is it that this woman is not having her own single?
Yeah, that is why
and
you
every song
come
they
here
feature her goes.
exporting
From
her.
Pastor Paul and Eshe, from many of them women that brought him in the light line, from Emma, they used to play many artists that featured her. You found out that her voice was the one selling those songs. Her voice was the lead in that song. Yes, God hates divorce, but God hates murder. If that woman, I keep on asking why is that she's not having her own single. You found out that the husband is the one restricting her not to go and do songs. How can your husband die Europe? A mother with gifts, a public figure, a star.
Why won't the husband tie her up and why won't she listen to her husband? When you people have brainwashed this women right from a child, I'm holding you and all the men that say that they are pastor, I'm holding you all accountable right now. You all are why Osinachi is under 6 feet today, and you all are the reason why many African women think very backward today. Many of you are the reason why many African women live in poverty today. You are the reason why many of these women continue to do things in the wrong way. Many of you are the reason why many of these women continue to endure abuse, physical, financial abuse, and all types of abuses in their marriage. You all are the reason. You brainwashed them, you groomed them right from a child to be obedient, to listen to every man in their lives, their father. Even if he's doing something wrong, they have to pray for them. If their brother are doing something wrong, they have to pray for them. If their husbands are doing something wrong, they have to pray for them. As far as that person have a gbola, it does nothing wrong. It does nothing wrong. Even in the church, the women have been exploited and used and dumped for decades. To the extent you all make the separation of marriage and single women. All of you preach and demonize single women every day in your sermon, one way or the other. I saw a pastor the other day saying that if you are more than 20, you don't have a child, you are this, you are that. Is that not a pastor? The message all of you put on in the community, in the African community, is what is destroying women. You people never preach to the men, because you know if you preach to the men, because most of the black women listen a lot to the men more than the women, they are going to make sure they bring the women back to them, to their side. So because you people are male, you know how to preach those poisonous messages that will sabotage women, that will keep women in a position where they cannot move, which is under a man. If the man is good, that woman will shine. If the man is bad, that woman is going to suffer. That is what we are saying now. Osinachi happened to fall in the category of those ones that think exactly like the pastors and everything, and she got where she is today. She be where she is today. All of you saw the video where the children were praying, you will not die, you will not die. But why will a child begin to pray, you will not die, you will not die, to their mother? What is it? What does those children know that it is going to kill their mother? Their mother is not sick, she's not hungry. Where were those children presence that make them to be praying that prayer? They never pray for anything. They never pray for, apart from you will not die, you will not die, you will not die. You people have even brainwashed the Osinachi children. What type of prayer is that? What type of prayer is that? Because Christianity, what they normally say is fear. They say nothing than fear. They are fear Morgans. They say fear. It's all about fear.
Your husband die you and ask your own children to flog you.
Why not?
I am a married man. Every marriage have issue. I used to have misunderstanding with my wife. I had been married for 2 years and now, if I'm not mistaken, I have 2 kids. I used to have misunderstanding with my wife. We used to have misunderstanding because if there is no misunderstanding, there will not be understanding. In the midst of that misunderstanding, we exchange word. But I have never carried knife one day to kill her. And she have never carried cutlass one day to kill me. And I have never hit her in a place that I know when I hit her, she will die.
You hear? Did you hear that? I have never hit her in a place where I know when I hit her, she will die. Did you hear him? Meanwhile, he is admitting to you people now that he hit her, but he has never hit her in a place where he know that when he hit her, she will die. He is telling you now that he normally do it too, like Osinachi husband, but he will not hit her where he know that she will buy. Because me, I believe that every hitting is hitting. Where you think that you hit somebody, the person will not buy. People push, somebody can just push somebody and the person will just fall and buy. This man is admitting to you people that he normally has problem with his wife and he hit her, but he will not hit her where he know the woman will buy. You understand? This is what he's trying to admit to you people. So let us go back again and listen.
Why? Not your husband die you rope. A mother with this, a public figure, a star. How can your husband die you rope have misunderstanding? Because if there is no misunderstanding, there will not be understanding. In the midst of that misunderstanding, we exchange word. But I have never carried knife one day to kill her. And she have never carried cutlass one day to kill me. And I have never hit her in a place that I know when I hit her, she will die. Why? No pastor, no woman, no born again, no
one never hit her in a place where you know when you hit her, she will die. You are telling us that you can hit a woman that you are not, you won't hit her where you know where she will die.
I called her, I said, are you with your husband? He said, yes, I put the phone speakers. I said, put the phone speakers. I said, put the phone speakers.
That's your friend or your sister in South Africa, that the husband will hit her and she will need to call you. Why do she need to call you in the first place? Is it not because of the brainwash that you people have brainwashed them, that most African women don't even have their own sense to think? Like many of them cannot even see where you said that you don't hit your wife where you know she will buy. Meanwhile, you hit her, but you don't hit her where you know she will buy. Because for me, hitting is hitting. One day you will hit her, she will go. Those I don't hit her where I know she will. That message you get as e be. When I analyze and the video have a 1.5 million views, and none of them saw all these things. None of them listening carefully to what he just said. That he will not hit her where he know she will buy. He normally hits, but he don't hit her where he know the woman will buy. Can you listen to the message? Listen, go and look at the page. Prophetmicheal on Facebook. This is what he said, that they normally have issue, but he don't hit her where you know the woman will buy. Continue to hit her. At times, somebody will just push somebody and the person will fall and buy. The better thing is don't hit any woman. All these you people fake outrages and everything, but everybody want to talk about it because you think it's a trendy issue. But when somebody talk about all these things today, nothing happened to Osinachi, or the day no woman died, all of you will start branding them single mother. You will send them message on my Facebook, single mother, single father in Europe. Many of you normally send me message to insult me and everything because you don't like my message, and my message is not for everybody.
I said, please divorce this man. He said, Papa, I think the Bible condemned divorce. I said, yes. But there are some certain conditions you leave the marriage. I told her 2 conditions. If the man want to kill you, leave the marriage. If your partner, maybe we make you not to go to heaven tomorrow, leave her.
If the man want to buy her, that is when she should leave the marriage. There are so many things that can make you to leave marriage, my sister. Many things. I've seen a woman that was a Christian. She has to stay in a marriage for 10 years with a man that Ebola doesn't even work again. She married this man. She married this man. She didn't test the products before she married because of the same Christianity. Because of Christianity, that don't have sex before marriage. This is a advanced woman, 50 years old woman. Okay, she just to answer Mrs. in the altar, just to show people that have a husband. She married a not tested man. Okay, after she married the man, she noticed that the Ebola doesn't work. She have to stay 10 years without no analyzing because of Christianity. Is that not the same brainwash that my husband will beat me now? I will have to go and call another man because he have a title as a pastor. I have to take a decision by myself because that man will tell me stay if he is about to kill. How do you know somebody want to kill somebody? After all this small beating and the big ones, how Osinachi could have believed that one day people will use her to make video that she's under 6 feet today? Nobody. She will never believe that something like this can happen to her. But it happened. As you say your own, you dey beat your wife, but you don't beat her where she can have injury or where she can buy, where the thing can work. Like a Muslim cleric said the other day, that if you want to beat a woman, he was showing the people how to beat a woman. There was an outrage over here in Europe, in the mosque. The women wasn't finding it funny. Like what you just said now, that you beat your wife, but you don't beat her where you know it will buy.
Your partner is always angry when you are doing the work of God. Leave her. Your partner is always angry when you are going to church. Leave he or she. They are devil.
It's only church that
Divorce
exists
and go
in
your
the
way.
marriage.
They went to another pastor in South Africa. They showed the pastor my video. The pastor said, he knows me. That a pastor is ready to them and a fake. I'm a Coptic man. How will I be preaching divorce?
Una
Why
know
don't I tell them to pray? Prayer cannot solve these things. Because Osinachi have been praying for the man to change. The man refused to change. Pastor Paul Anesha is a father that I respect so much. But there is no way he will not know about this.
Divorce because your
He might
wife
be praying
is
for them
not
and this thing is not
treating you
working.
well.
He have advised them. Pastor Paul Anesha is a man with wisdom. Many people have said that Pastor Paul did not know. Why won't he know? This is the lead vocalist. This is the biggest vocalist Dunamis ever have. How can that woman, a woman of 42 years old, I thought she's about 50-something years old.
They are using her now, even if the poor nature know. Poor nature will not want that woman to leave the radar. Already she know that the man tie rope on her is the man that is controlling everything. He knows that the moment he cuts that rope, that woman will enter her side. She will find love again. She will find her life. She will find herself. She will do things in another way. That is the problem with religion. When they put you under the bus, or inside the bus, you are inside that bus. You going nowhere. They don't want you to. It's like so many churches here in Europe. The moment you from one church go to another church, your pastor will be annoyed because your pastor will feel threaten that maybe the other pastor will do something better than him. Maybe you will not come to their church again. So that jealousy is inside Christianity. That gagging somebody and putting them on inside a box, not to think. So Pastor Eneche will not want to say anything so that he will not lose that music. That's music that make you all to sleep and forget yourself, forget your life. And you call it Christianity. They will sing that song. The person that's singing it will be crying. You say they're in the spirit. They are putting you all to sleep. That is why many of you cannot think out of the box.
How can a young girl like that to be dressing that hard? How can a young girl like that to be looking that way? You as a pastor, why don't you call her madam? You are a public figure. People are calling you all over the
How many Christian women did you know that dress normal? How many? How many? So a woman that becomes a Christian, if she's 20, she begins to dress like a 30 years old woman. If you are a Christian woman, if you are 30, you begin to dress as if you are a dede. You begin to dress, you outnumber your age. The moment you become a Christian woman, even if you will at times you will gain a lot of weight. You won't take care of yourself again. You won't even think about love, because I remember that we say Jesus and my papa, Mary and my mama. What mama and papa does those people want again? They have no life. They are so focused in an unseen thing, something that they cannot see. They live on delusion and they don't take care of themselves. Many of them begin to carry weight. They don't think about their health. Many of them, they are not attractive. Many of them are not attractive. I know of a lady, when you see her in the street, she's always praying. Blah, 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 blah. If fly pass, blah, 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 blah. Which man is going to stay with that type of a woman when she is all over the street praying like a mad woman? She has lost her mind. How do you want her not to dress tattered when if she have a beautiful breast, she cannot even put her cleavage, dress like a woman. She can't even dress like a woman. She can't even put herself in the limelight. Christianity dull black women. Christianity dim black women. Christianity dumb black women. So what are you talking about here, sir? She dressed tattered. How many Christian women did you see that dressed to attractive, apart from those big attire and those dressing that you people categorically dressed and look like? How many Christianity women you see that their husband find sexy? Many of them are just management, because their Christianity try to suppress the African woman beautiful body. They try to suppress it. That beauty, that big breast that people are using money to buy, that big nyash, they will try to use everything to cover you up, because the religion was purposely brought for so many reasons. To dull the African women's mind, to dull their beauty, to dull their intelligence, to dull a lot of things. That is why you see so many women are unsubscribing from it every day.
What? Music, everything. They touch the woman took her, but the woman keep on using bike. I have got my information before I come here to talk. They touch the woman took her parking. The man used to ask the woman to take bike, and you are calling that marriage. It's not marriage.
All of you have preached that women need to obey their husband, but you never think that who are you obeying? Is it a instruction that is going to benefit the woman or not? Obey your husband. Do this. You people have preached all this. Why are you going back and eating all your vomit, all these pastors? A woman should be subjected to the law of her husband. All of you have overnight forget now, because Osinachi, that you people have exploited for years, because the husband was a pastor too. Osinachi was huevo de gallina, huevo de oro de gallina. She was the golden egg of the chicken that everybody was exploiting, and she wasn't seeing the money. It was her husband. All of you have preached it to the extent that women should submit to their husband. Osinachi did exactly what you people want. Why are you people continue to pester her? Submissive wife. Osinachi did it. You people open the Bible to show that women submit. Osinachi submit. What is you people problem now? She by herself for submitting for what you people have teach her right from a child that the African women should be forgiving. They shouldn't use their brain. How do you want Osinachi, the one that was tapping into Holy Spirit when she's singing, she's crying? You want her to overnight just wise up. You want Osinachi to overnight become the BITCH. Eh? You ask them to stay under their husband. If husband not bring, woman cannot cough. Woman, you don't have a decision in your husband's house. They can't talk. Shut up. If a man is talking in the church, the woman need to shut up. She did exactly how you people asked and instructed the black African women to do. And this one happened to be a disaster. So Osinachi blood is in all your pastors' hands. All the pastors in Africa and the people that brought the religion to them. Because if not, Osinachi have brain. Religion will not make people to think with their brain. Lie, they will not allow them. The moment you question your pastor, you think with your brain, you are a problematic person.
Marriage is a hell, and this is why at times some people are running away from Christianity, thinking that Christianity is a bondage.
Why won't
Christianity, you have rights to even contest for certain message that if your pastor, the Bible says if your pastor is preaching message that the message is not of God, he said even though his angel is preaching that message, he said you should stone that angel. Now that message is not of God.
Before you did this video just now, you complained that people are tapping now. If they continue to tap, you are going to hurt them. You said something just now. Maybe this video did not play. You said if they put comment that you don't like, you will hurt them. You said it with your mouth. Anybody go watch the video. You said you will hurt them. So how do you want you, same pastor, that people comment you will hurt them? You want them, you will preach and you think somebody will contest your preaching when you already call yourself title. You did never put Michael here, you put Prophet Michael. Some of you call yourself bishop. Some of you call yourself daddy. Some of you call yourself mommy. Why did you all need a title in the first place? Why did you need a title? Your name is Michael. Why can't you call yourself Michael? And you still prophesize with that Holy Spirit and all.
If Pastor Paul and Eshe, our father, did not know, oh sir, this woman that is singing, public figure, people know her song. Osinachi should have been traveling all over the world, but now I knew why the husband doesn't allow her to travel. Somebody was saying that the man was saying that the woman is one of the
Sabotaging women in marriage have always been an African man thing. It has always been so many men thing. Sabotaging women in marriage and limiting them. If you look at our culture, we will not come and talk as if you look at our culture, it's a culture that limits a woman. It's a culture that limits women. How many women are in position today when it comes to the government, the presidency, or whatever? How many women are really working freely without a man putting them into a position? Even this thing extends to marriage and to church. Many pastors cannot even stand their wife preaching for 1 week completely without them dragging the microphone, or they not fight for house. Many women cannot preach freely in the church without their husband will not caution them. So what are you talking?
The biggest star in Nigeria. That she can sing more than Gosi Okeke, she can sing more than Sister Shirodoma. That woman that if she give her chance, she will sing more than Sinash, but he will not give her chance. So you find out that this man is a devil. And how can you use your hand and give devil yourself to kill you? So that is why I say she killed herself, not the man. She destroyed herself, not the man. Marriage is not.
Ladies, they continue to put you under delusion. You know, when it comes to a lot of things, relationship and everything in our community, many things is under delusion. Like, oh, if your husband cannot provide for him, cover him. If your husband is beating you, cover him. If your husband is bashing your daughter, cover him. You people have lived under delusion. Exactly that delusion that I normally talk about. That is what this man just said now. Osinachi husband did not buy her. It's she that buy herself. After we're talking about a woman that you people, when she's singing, you people cry. She's so brainwashed in this Christian religion, and you want to blame her.
Not to or die affair. Believe me, I am a pastor. This is my Bible. If my wife begins to misbehave or give me for character, I will leave me to kill her. I will send her back to her family. Oh, Pastor Priest, his own was everywhere. Pastor Priest, oh, he will divorce his wife. He has divorced his wife. He divorced his wife. Today, Christ Embassy is still moving on. God is still using Pastor Chris. There are some marriages who are mistake. If you fall a victim or you fall into that mistake, please divorce. Leave the man and go. Leave the man and go. That woman will not fulfill her destiny anymore. She has a destiny that God has given to her. How will she fulfill that destiny? Look at the kind of powerful song that woman is doing. Who will do it that song?
That is what is
The man is
paining
the one
all of
managing the
you.
woman.
That is what is paining all
When
of
they
you.
give that woman, when they pay that woman money, the man will not give her anything to buy clothes.
What are you waiting for?
My brother's
People
wife
have
is a
preached
musician.
about
Is one of the
that now all
vocalists
the
in
time.
Dunamis. He said whenever they sit down and they went to a program, the woman was there. He said when the woman came, she looked so tattered. The woman used to sneak out of the house to go to a certain event. And when she went to the event, she would only spend like 30 minutes and run back. She will run back to the church. When the husband called her, she would say she's in the church. In the midst of her sneaking out to go and praise God, to go and praise God. And this guy you're talking about, this mother is a pastor in Dunamis. I heard he's one of the head of the ushers.
When you talk about all the problem we are having today, we are not going to talk about it without adding religion to it, because this religion of a thing that you people brought caused a lot of damages and problematic marriage, traumatic marriage in our society. We are not going to talk about the way the religion put the women in the spotlight to be controlled as if they are a baby, the way the religion sabotage the women. So you don't have to complain that she have to sneak out when all of you has the women to take permission before they can cough, before they can go to toilet, before they can do anything. Some women ask permission before they can go and see their friends and their family. So what are you preaching? What are you saying now? What are you saying? You all have preached all this thing now. If all this, everything you people are preaching is not going to be applied to women, you won't have opened a page on Facebook. What you preach is all religion. You don't sell pass. You don't produce pass. You don't produce cement. You don't sell anything that is beneficial. And I will see, if I look at all this, your Facebook page now, all of them is women that are absorbing themselves in the brainwash and the talk that all of you are talking. Everything has to do with the women. It's only few days, few times now that social media have come that you people begin to corner your message according to you, that the old message don't sell anymore because people are waking up.
Anybody that have the love of God will never love human being. If your wife, there's a woman called Prophetess Rose. I called across a video a few weeks ago. I hardly follow people, believe me or not. I hardly comment on people's page because I'm someone that is very observant.
In a culture, in a country where in my parable they say Ohuensioma. Can you imagine that talk? You know what it means? A woman is not your friend. That is a parable. That parable wasn't made up by women. It was made up by men. Imagine my child growing up to understand some type of a trash parable like that Ohuosioma, a woman is not your friend. Just think about it. So disgusting and so conflictive when it comes to human beings, saying that a woman is not your friend. Just imagine that in a culture, in a tradition that always talk about women and police women, how a woman should be, how she should talk, how she should behave, how she should do things, how she should take permission from a man. And even the God that we talk about is a man. Is a problem. Oh. It's all bola everywhere. Bola worship.
It's not pride. I began to follow that woman. When I began to follow her, I found out that her husband also is a pastor. Her husband is a pastor. But what attracts me to them is that the husband always stand like usher to the wife. The wife will be prophesying, bragging in the church. The husband will be clapping for her. The woman will preach and preach and preach. The husband will go and beg her. If your wife is shining, are you not the one shining? If God gives my wife now to prophesy more than me, I will stand in her back and support her. Because if the money is coming, it's not going outside. It's coming to us and our children. Now, the woman is there. The man is going to jail.
At this moment, I'm not going to look up to any pastor, whether it's Prophetess Rose or Prophetess whatever, because many of these men can't be so nice because money is coming from all these things that the women are doing. They can be so tranquilo, but I don't actually know how the relationship goes apart from the camera. Like Osinachi was like singing and crying. All of us never know why she was crying. That after all the microphone and the camera is off, she was the breadwinner. She go through a lot. So I'm not going to emulate any African pastors or any man that decide to be working at the back of the woman because she's making money. I think I will see that man when himself is making money, what he himself is doing independently out of the church. That is where I will begin to look at any pastor. But when both of them feed from the microphone, talk, blah, blah, blah. They both of them are accomplices.
If they will not use bribe and bring him out, who will train those children? Who will train those children? If your husband is beating you, some of wife, there are some wives that is beating their husband. It might be emotional. The character they give to you, the life they give to you. You are the husband, you come back, your wife will not give you food. Your wife go out to talk to her, she talks to you anyhow. Sir, please stay out of that marriage.
This is their problem. The husband came back, the wife could not give him food. Kitchen is there. Kitchen is there. A man can easily and equally go to the kitchen and serve food and eat. He will not cut his hand. He will not cut his hand. I'm telling you. You put all this poisonous message everywhere. Because a woman cannot give a man or give a man's food, he deserves to. He's giving that man a bad life. He's doing this. He's doing that. Most of the, if you look at the Nollywood film where the brainwashing start, it was all about Christianity. At the end, is a pastor that will go and beg the abusive wife to come and meet her husband after she has been abandoned, the children abandoned, they were selling pure water, motor con jam one, the other one, he call now before he leave, he call him met two. We have seen a lot, okay? All this, he cannot give you food. A man can equally go and eat. A man can eat in the kitchen too. Many of all these Oyibo, many of you want to be like, many of their wives don't cook. They eat in the good restaurant and they still marry. They still live better life. You people have preached nothing but hatred between the African man and the African women. And it's enough. Giving food is not only for women.
Don't learn anything this night. Learn this thing. Learn this one word. Learn this one word. Whenever you marry another man's wife or another man's husband, you will never have peace. The Bible says, he who find a wife find a good thing and obtain favor from God.
Again.
He who find a good thing, he who find a wife find a good thing.
After 4 children, now it's another man's wife.
If the favor is not there, you are going down. Since I married wife, I begin to have the service I've never had in my life. Since I married, money begin to come east, west, north, and south. Since I married, I begin to have rest. Since I married, despite that I fast every day, but you never
But
visit
Christianity is a good business, because too much maga in the community. A lot of people, they need Christianity to console their hopelessness and their lack of sense. So the same thing applies to Osinachi, that she has to wait for Pastor Paul to come and tell her to leave her marriage. Many women in Africa don't have independent mind because they consume Christianity. So it's normal that you are going to have money.
speak in the marriage. The marriage might be sweet tomorrow. Tomorrow, if it starts sweeting, everybody go your way. And nobody will say, Pastor, preaching this kind of message. Imagine that your wife is a devil and you are staying with her. She's the one giving you food. Her life, your life is in her palms. She can decide to kill you one morning. She can decide to take your life any day. Many of you will not like this kind of message, but this is the raw truth that we lack in the body of Christ. God hates divorce, but God hates violence. That woman hardly go to studio. Also, she never have her own singles. By now, that woman should have her own album. Selling in the whole Nigeria. Bringing money, going shows from place to place. Look at Moses Blaze that just started yesterday. Look at the way he's flying. Osinachi is more talented than Joe. Osinachi is more talented than Meshima. But I'm not trying to upgrade anybody or trying to compare with anybody. But those of you who are in the spirit, whenever you hear the voice of that woman, you know that is a woman with purity. How did I know? If that woman will be passing through that problem and she still cover her husband, she's a reborn again.
Hey, this is what I wanted you to hear too. You hear what he talk? You hear what he talk? You see why many women are in this type of marriages. He said if the woman was going through all these things and she decided to still cover her husband, it shows that she's a reborn again. Oh God, then why are you complaining about this woman? Why are you complaining, saying that she by herself? When you already in your message, when I tell you ladies, listen to the message properly, process the message, leave sentiment of religion for one corner. That is why I always tell you to unsubscribe from this thing. You begin to see who they are. You begin to see their picture. I said something just now that when the more you endure abuse, the more title they are going to give you. You hear the title he give to her. You hear the title purity. Purity. It means that the woman that decide to use her brain to see her 6 feet is coming in the front and she left. And she never covered that man. She disgraced that man on Facebook. She exposed that abuser. She sent that abuser to prison or to court. That woman is not purity. You hear the way the man talk. He say purity. Now be the woman name. Now make many of you now. You will burn instead of you to give your pikin Ejiro. Instead of you to give your pikin Nosa. Instead you will give your pikin purity because you think it's clean. All these things have to do with religion. You hear what he talk? Say the ability for Osinachi to enjoy, to whether I enjoy or enjoy that pain and the bad boys that the husband was giving her, shows that she's a righteous woman, she's a purity woman, she's a clean woman, not be dirty one, not be also a wrong comot leave beating. We no wait make dem give us award for purity woman. We no wait make dem call us beautiful woman because we no fit take beating. We no wait, we run comot, we no carry our award for purity woman, we no carry our award for righteous woman. E pay me I for stay small at least this my eye now go for close now, they give me award wetin. You for stay real don't get you quick comot. You see award wey dis man give am, so say he cover the abuser, say so therefore she be purified woman, she be clean woman. This my dirty, I go take all clean this my dirty for my body now. I go take clean this dirty, I no go short beating as dem want. Your maid dey short beating carry award, you say no. Some go 6 feet, you come run comot say you wan divorce. The man wan leave you, you talk say you hold the trouser, you say lie, you go nowhere, I die here. She carry award for 6 feet of purity and clean woman because she was able to bear the gbas. Kora Obidi, you left, and you kept quiet, you refuse to talk. You no carry award though. You refuse to carry your award, Kora. Go back and carry your award. You are not a purified woman. You are not a clean woman. Now, yes, Simon at the year. You are not a clean woman. You're supposed to take your award for gbas. If possible, 6 feet. You left. All the mommies were asking, what happened? You never want to say your side of the story. It means that you are not a clean woman. Kora, you are not a clean woman. You're supposed to take your award. See award where this man give this woman now. You know the pain person. Person go to chop beating for man. He go run comot. You know who talk. You cover the man. You give her all your money. You do everything. You go use remote control. The remote you like this. You left. You never took your award. That is bad now. See now, this woman they collect her award now for under 6 feet. All these women, if they say wanna stay, wanna collect award, una not the year. Righteous woman. That one not reach to go collect money for bank. Purified woman. Wow. Let's listen more. Really? Let's listen more.
If that woman with the person that told her problem, she doesn't want to talk. She bear it because of the children. She keep on praying. She's a real Christian. I saw when the children was praying for her, and we post that video. Her children was praying for her on her last birthday when she was 22. All the prayer that the children will pray for their mother is, you will not die, you will not die.
Ladies, you see how this man contradicts themselves. When I tell you, when things happen, listen carefully to people. Listen carefully. Stop being sentimental, being religious, and you throw away your sense. You don't look at people that actually support you. You see them, don't you leave. When you see that after they don't finish that, they leave. Their real mentality will start coming in. Their real mentality will start coming in. You dey hear? Say if she was be able to take all those gbas boy, she is a real Christian. According to Pastor Newman, he said the woman that the gbas boy was a part of her suffering. It was a part of her suffering. Pastor Newman on Facebook, before people start to they give her gbas boys, go delete the post. You see this one now? They attribute suffering to their Christian religion. They attribute suffering to marriage. That is why you see Nollywood was preaching it year to year. How women will suffer, their husband will carry them, they abandon the children and come back again. And when the man, Ebola is not working anymore, the man need one kidney, the man have diabetes, the man is having BP, the man waist don't break. when it's not useful anymore, we come to black women so that they will accept them. Because now we be the otiku. Now we they pick dirty. All the dirty things is we that we speaking it. You see, you hear what he talk? Say if the woman can take suffering, it means say she's a virtuous woman. She's a virtuous woman. And they will come out and say the Osinachi by herself. Do you think that Osinachi don't have this same belief because of the Christian religion that she subscribed to for right from a child? Do you think that she don't have the same belief that the more suffering she have, the more glory she will receive in heaven? That God will compensate her pain. Because if you even look at the Christian religion, if you look at the Christian song, they talk about pain, they talk about endurance, they talk about the more pain God will like support you in heaven after you have taken your backbone and all of them. You see how this pastor chip that into it. He never be able to hide it. He never be able to hide it. He will preach all these things in the church, and those people will take it and come and be using it to disturb us when we have problem in our marriage. They will tell us to stay so that somebody will come and be punching this our fine face. Face wey we wan show better man wey don bath. They will come and want to destroy it because their member have already enjoyed this type of preaching, that the more this man is doing you, the more reward you will get in heaven. Your father in reward will reward you. Pray for him, for God to change it. Pray for him, put him in prayer. 12 o'clock, naked. Enter into a war zone and be praying for a man. Wake Bola full outside. Somebody will be disturbing your life. They will ask you to be praying for him. Go to war. Any woman that is disturbing my husband, they will not turn it to woman, even if their husband is not cheating. Every bad spirit that is making my husband to beat me, every spirit that is disturbing my husband, die, they will begin to pray. They will begin to pray and forget themselves. This is, you heard what he said, that Osinachi endurance to take basketball from Peter Nwachuku was something boza for her. It showed that she's a real Christian. Because if you not be real Christian, she would have marched away. But he turned around to put in his heading that Osinachi by herself. And he had 1.5 million views because too many mumu fool our community. They were, amen, receive it, mighty Jesus. The spirit of that woman will torment him for life. Osinachi, God is Osinachi, Papa fed her. Every father should have teach their children not to subscribe to that BS, one that they call religion. All fathers should teach their children, their girl child. Don't subject yourself to any authority of group of men that cannot clean their environment. They cannot fumigate the mosquito in their environment. They want to subject women with their preaching to be under them. It's not possible. So let us continue to listen to how Osinachi took her award from this pastor for suffering, for being the most suffered woman. And at the end, she received back boza from her chest and she ended up in hospital. The husband was even trying to cover it up. These are pastors that preach that you don't have to interfere your sister's marriage. You don't have to interfere. Marriage is between two people because it favored them. Because if family can't tell you, say, come and stay, my daughter, be a bitch. They don't go see you, go come and pray for problem for church now. You know, they see waiting talk just and say, there is a sister in South Africa that normally call him with blood in the eyes. That sister no get her own sense to say, this my lovely face, this my lovely body. If this man don't want this bekus again, another man, they will want time. No, he decided to call this pastor. He decided to call this pastor so that pastor will give him placebo. Tell him, leave the man will not reach under his mind. I'm telling you, every African will, even they tell you to leave your husband. Many of them, it not reach their mind though. It not reach their mind though. It's all fake because they already have it in their tradition. Like, nobody go fit tell person may leave your husband. That is who they are. A pastor will tell you, but a pastor know the right thing wey supposed to tell you, but they will just throw it for man, leave the man. Lie. Many of their wife is chopping the same thing that you are chopping there. They will just tell you that, but e no reach their mind. If the day when you will divorce that man, if you reach their church, now you don't take preach.
That you will not die. This is a sign of what they are seeing their father doing to their mother. It's a sign of what they saw their dad do.
Person need to tell you when small children mean. My 4 kids, I never trained them with religion. They don't know where to be Peter. They don't know where to be Paul. They don't know where to be Jesus. I don't just take and near them. I purposely do it as an experiment, and I see the BS add it in the chop person brain. I decide to shed my children from the Christian religion, okay, so that they can be themselves before they can be whatever they want to be. Because if Osinachi was herself, that her brain, where her mama, where develop inside her mama womb, because the woman is the God, okay? That her brain wey develop 9 months for mama womb, e not develop for nothing. It was put there to use. Una come carry the brain and come use Bible exchange am. Osinachi will not wait for Paul to tell her to live there. She will not wait for her mother to tell her to live there. The police, the authority will fall in before Osinachi won't buy. That is how it is in Europe. You will go and even report your husband in Europe that he beat you and proof is everywhere. You will tell the police that, oh, I don't want to sue my husband, though, because they know that abuse victims go through a lot of traumas. They go through a lot of bond with this person, Stockholm syndromes and everything, mental issues because of a lot of time you spend in enjoy abuse. They know you will have that double mind. Is the father of my children, be that you people have children together. There is that attachment and all. The government don't even listen. They know. They will first deal with the man first. Because they know all these things, that your decision is going to be indecisive. You will not take a decision like, oh, you go. That is why they create provision for that psychologist, everything, to put you in order. But Nigeria don't have that. They will come and call this man that said he beat his wife, but he doesn't eat her where she fit by. We are talking about psychology that is straightforward. They will tell you what you need to do. And the government will pull leg. Police will pull leg. There is public persecutor. That when you will say that because you don't want to report your husband, you don't want you don't want your husband to go to police, judge will jail your husband for you. Why? Because he commits a crime by abusing you, abusing your children. The government will put their leg into that issue. The government will tell you, okay, you don't want to persecute this man, no problem, go. We go take him as that, what did they call it here? What did they call it? Accusation particular. Particular accusation. The government will not accuse you. Accusation particular. The government will accuse you now. You don't have problem with your husband anymore. Now it is you and the government. It is you and the man and the government now. So you see, but all these pastors, they decide to grab everything. They will be counselor. Now they go talk of how woman go take cook. Now they go talk of how woman go take open in leg. They become sexology, everything when it comes to marriage, and they are doing it in the wrong way. So how do you think that Osinachi children, they will say, train up a child in the way he should grow. When he grow, will not depart from it. How he go take depart? Paul, Osinachi husband is a pastor. Osinachi, they sing, they cry. So how does it, how you know go sound normal to you people to see little children like that telling their mother that she will not buy? It will only take us when we free thinker, when we not subscribe to any F religion, to see say this is wrong. This is wrong. When you want to talk and say Africa, where be say they see enemy every minute, every hour. Africans, they see their enemy every minute, every hour. This one is my enemy. Oh, if fly pass, it's an enemy. Oh, if cockroach pass, it's an enemy. Oh, how do you want them to think? To see Osinachi children say that they pray for the mama, put their hands on their mother's head. She's kneeling down. Even that position that she had already show a low self-esteem, a low self-worth, and everything that has to do with her. that she is not in herself. She's manipulated religiously. And it's now you want to see something wrong. When you tell everybody that is their mother that is worrying them, is their father that is worrying them, is their neighbor, when all Nigeria have imaginary enemies everywhere. It's now that you see that Osinachi children were praying that when you will see children in MFM, they will be praying, enemy, enemy, enemy. All Nigeria children see enemy everywhere. Those things are psychological issues that will fall back on children when you begin to train them with the religion of a thing. It doesn't produce anything good.
Do it to their mother. Do you think that 4 boys will ever have regard for any woman again? The answer is no. You know why? They have seen their mother violate to their father. One day I could remember I was exchanging words with my wife. And my little daughter was there. Immediately I saw my daughter, I told her.
You see, they have seen their mother violate to their father. This man, you have a problem in your home. I already understand a little bit. So let's continue.
Stop this. I don't want to do this in the presence of my kids. I don't want to see my children exchanging words with me. Because anything you put in there is what they grow up with tomorrow. Anything they see you doing as their father is what they grow up tomorrow. Those things have been in their intensive memory. And remember that when children are in that tender age, anything that passes around them, they pick it up. Those children, it takes the grace of God. Those children, it takes the grace of God for them to stay away or for them not to violate women. I told people before I come online, if you don't like what I'm saying, leave my network. You don't know me very well. We are talking about Osinachi that I don't want to talk about your own death. If you comment on this on my phone, I will haunt you. If you don't like what I'm teaching, I did not ask you to follow me. I did not ask you to waste your data. Leave my network.
You see the man now. Maybe people are beginning to like contest him on what he's saying and all. He begin to go violent. You see, he begin to. I don't want to talk about your own death. Just imagine. I will hurt you. Oh yeah, let us listen.
I beg you in the name of God. If that woman left that marriage at the first time, pay attention, my generation. We are teaching, we learn every day. And whenever I told people the reason why we have Bible is for we to learn from Bible. Whenever things like this are coming up, what we do is to learn from it.
What is inside the Bible that shed and respect women? Where all this problem from start now inside that same Bible? Where all this problem from start now inside all those Bible? If Osinachi have never encountered anything that is called Christian religion or the Bible, Osinachi could have used as a brain to walk away from this man that sent her to meet a maker. Osinachi could have used her brain, say, and they chop beating from this man. Oh, this man just do King Kong karate for my chest. I need to go call my mama. Oh, I need to go pack all my brothers. Come, may they come give this man basketballs. I need to go hire boys. Say, may they come tie this man crocodile tie. But because Osinachi was so religious, she will be crying. All of you will be crying. That is why she's gone today. That is why Osinachi left all of you today. Even the daddy, sky daddy, that Osinachi spent all her life praying for, could not even help Osinachi out of this problem that she was in. The gods could not even punish Peter Nwachuku. And they will sit down in the church, 32,000 sitters, and be praying for their enemy when they cannot even clean their gutter. That is where any woman that is using her brain, apart from religion, to know that. What do you want to tell me? What do you have to tell me? You call yourself pastor, you call yourself bishop. Look at the country you are living. It's upside down. You are just polluting the noise and the peace of the people. You tell people upside down. If Osinachi have never encountered with the Bible, like my daughter, like my kids, Osinachi would have known how to walk away from a toxic relationship. Even she doesn't even need to be beaten. By Paul and Peter taking her money alone, Osinachi go for wake up from her sleep. Say, me go dey sing, you go dey collect the money. And your hand they pay you. If na conductor, go do. If na wheelbarrow, go dey push, Paul. Go find something doing. You cannot mule me. And many African women are being muled by their husband. They are muling them. They think they are supporting the man. They think they are working very hard for their family. They are muling them every day. They work more than the men. How market today? How market? Come on, let's go back.
If the woman left that marriage when she's having those issues, maybe the husband, his senses will come back. Because one of the things that makes a man to kill that woman, number one, is jealousy.
The woman, if he left that marriage, his senses should come back. So if the woman not come out now, the man sense not go dey, because now they condition both the abuser and the woman whether they abuse. You both condition both of them. If the woman fit see head take comot, the man brain go come. I have never seen any of you preaching. You see wetin you talk. If senses would have come back, because if somebody kidnap person now, he reach there not see the person again, he go pain am, and so it be. Na so it be. Person when the man they do wetin they do. I can't say the woman don't go. Apart from that the woman at ATM. He says not go come back. Only wetin Peter Nwachuku go say, my ATM don't go. And most men when they sabotage women's success, when they mule women, when they use women till they work. The day when woman come out safe, the woman that is their source of living come out. The woman even they in danger. Because their ATM don't go. Why you go even decide to buy this woman now? Because maybe you no go fit they control the woman again the way they do before. That is how they will tell you, let me finish it. Even while you bought that day, he say if he not take the woman, nobody go take her. He buy the woman, but the government here put up a position. Even you, if you dey in a society where we dey, so you can't even put this nonsense up. Say you dey preach, say Osinachi Nwachuku herself. You will condemn this thing, but because you grow from a society whereby it is normal to do women anyhow, it is normal. They see women they buy like chicken every day. So it's normal for you to say, Osinachi kill herself, but you forget about the factors that add up to this woman buying herself. You say that a woman when her husband is beating her, she will call you. Even Oyibo here, if your husband dey beat her with blood, you go call Ogbalegbe. That one is a proof. They don't want to see you inside the coffee first before they know they have to nail that man. You will tell her, wetin you want tell woman with blood for face. If na dey for country where the men are normal, they normalize abuse, they enable abusers. The woman don't have to call you because you be nobody for her life. She will call the police first, or she will call her brothers, make them come deal with the man. In the first place, as e be say it's permitted. Yeah, everything. When a game get as e be, everything go come join. Yeah. If it happen say one man put his hand on you, my sister, pay boys, make them wele am, make them just break one of his leg. May bring the leg come house, you go dey look am. They will tell am say if you no stop to beat your wife, we still beat you again. Because those type of men, fear not they let them follow their mate fight. Now women, they want follow fight. If they see men like them, they be coward. They can't fight.
Jealousy. Why will you jealous your wife because she is progressing? Why will you jealous your husband because God is blessing him? That is nothing but witchcraft. That is nothing but witchcraft. She should have lived the marriage. She's connected with Frank Edward. Go and listen to what Frank Edward said. She's connected with a lot of musicians. Before she will call 2 or 3 people, there is no way she will not raise up to 5 million. If that woman come on social media and cry, please, I need help. People like me, if I did not have, I will sell something for her. Under 24 hours, she can raise up to 10 million naira inside Nigeria that I know because people love her so much.
Lie. All of you are going to call that woman if she come on social media. Hi, you married, you brought your marriage to social media. You brought your marriage to social media. Hey, all of you will call that woman underground and tell her to shh, so that we will not drag all of you. You all will call her and we will see her. She will come out on Facebook and say, please, stop blogging me, stop blogging me, you no concern now. My husband is a good man, my husband is a pastor, because it is all about money. You all protect your money. Even you that is shooking mouth in this matter now, you are talking because the matter concern pastor now. It concern the camel where all of una for the draw water for long. The camel is gone. That is why all of you are talking. If no, una no go talk. all those one where they cut their head, all those one where they do different atrocity for road when we they see. One I never come and talk about them. Una when they control, you get 1.5 million view. If you come and talk about the get when they carry for inside bus that day, the one way advise people as they manipulate the talk, so the people go take a lot of message. People will take a lot of message from una. Una they control crowd, but you people do it in the wrong way to destroy the society. So that problem go full everywhere. People will have something to pray about because who your husband not the beat now. Waiting one can they go pray about. Who can't go in the hospital? They waiting one go pray about. Who get lawyer, police they walk where? Waiting they want go pray about nothing. We know like I never go church for the past 10 years. Waiting concern go pray for where? Eh? Where I want go pray for work, that place now work the store be. Our people turn out to be to church. I will go where they for the fan work. Go they pray for work. I better go. I don't feel carry a dick.
Imagine people giving her key. A pastor was saying that he bought a phone for the woman. He was calling the woman. He flew all the way from Lagos to Abuja to go and give her the phone. The woman could not come out.
You.
The woman could not come out. The husband locked her. She's
obeying her husband.
This is a two people coming together to make this work right. And everybody.
Osinachi was obeying her husband according to una. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and your mother. This is the first commandment on earth. Even if the mama na toxic mama, even though say the papa na toxic mama. Osinachi was obeying her husband according to you women. Submit it to your husband. Be submissive. Submit to your husband. If your husband says sit down here, sit down there. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Osinachi was submitting to her husband according to an doctrine.
If you have your own life, you have your own understanding, you have your own brought up. So when we come together, there must be a confusion. But whenever the confusion leads to violence, to an extent, you will tie your husband rope and ask your children to flog him, or you tie your wife rope and ask your children to flog him. What can it?
You see, they try to. He's not just this man like he's not attributing it to where he goes. You see, they switch the gender. You will tie your husband rope. We are talking about the woman was tied a rope. Don't put any man into all these things. That is how you people want to chip yourself into when we are talking about our issue. That is why they will say you should be. I don't balance any BS. If you don't like to watch my Facebook or my YouTube, go. Don't watch. I'm keeping it real. When you balance something is when there is a small gap, not when you talk about 80% or 90% of bad behavior in the society. You want to balance waiting. It's chipping it when you tie your husband rope. When the man tie her rope and tell the children to be flogging her, stop hiding yourself into it. That is their mentality.
Now, people are saying, bringing bad men to Christ. Have I not told you? Some native doctors, some rascals are coming online saying, did I told you that this Christianity is a bondage? They are lying. Look at she have died.
You are talking about native doctor. Me, Steph, I will even prefer some native doctor more than you people because if we want to look it, many of you nowadays, you go direct to native doctor to go and collect whatever you are collecting. Because time and time have proved it now that una GESUS, you know they work again. You know they work. It was a fairy tale. All of you know, if you go deep into Christianity, we know how it was invented. It's not something spiritual. It's nothing. Osinachi was crying because of the gbasgbo she was receiving. Time have proved it. If the thing was so working, Osinachi husband, God go for punish Osinachi husband. Go for punish us. Now they pray. God for punish her. Touch not my anointed. Do my prophet no harm. Now, say, tongue that go for strike that in husband. If the thing was working. If it was working, that in husband that was beating her, say, go una JESUS go for take that man do example. But nothing happened to the man. The man was giving us in a chick gbasgbo. Anyhow. Time have proved it. Osinachi that was singing to the glory of God. God no fit protect her. He no fit push that husband come out. And on Sunday now, I will say go they pray. Go allow Osinachi enter 6 feet. Person where they sing for you every day. He husband even tossing a throat cancer. Like man, you want to say because they sing. Even though a throat cancer, the God not fit protect that its throat make something not enter. I fear that una God. I fear. I fear.
Look at she had died. If it's not a Christian, now she should have come out and stay and divorce and leave. It was not a Christianity
Not
that
be
made her to
lie
remain
now.
there.
Is it because you said it just now that because Osinachi was able to suffer unbearable and unthinkable things in her marriage, it shows that she is a Christian. It shows that she is a pure woman. It shows that her name is Purity Osinachi, righteous woman. You said it by yourself, and all of us know it that Christianity have attributed black women to suffer in marriage. That is why you see some husband will be well to do, but they want that woman to suffer because that thing is being planted into their memory, their chip in their brain that women have to suffer. That is why you see a man will say, you wasn't there when I was making my money. He wasn't there when I was making my money. I have the right to marry every woman I want to marry. I can sleep around. I can do everything. Because they believe that the woman never suffered. The woman never suffered with them. So she's not entitled to live a better life. She has to be subjected to pains and suffering in that marriage. So what are you talking? Christianity have always been subjecting black women to suffering and pain. The more suffering that they can go through, the more it shows that they are righteous women. The more uglier they are, it shows that they are righteous women. They are into the things of Christ.
And let me tell you, why is it that a lot of people are coming out now and saying the whole Abuja knows about it? The whole Abuja knows about it. Anyone that knows about this case is a cause. I am a prophet. Whether a pastor or not a pastor that knows about this thing and could not do anything, the same thing will happen to your children. If these people are my daughter and I am rich this way, what I will do is to rent a house for the woman. Madam, go and stay here first. Before 1 year, 2 years, if your husband really love you, his senses will come back. But now we have lost a very...
Imagine, you see the problem. Yeah, you see the problem. Why some men, even for our community, choose to subject women to pain. You will see them, they will abandon their woman, they will go, they will come back, they will go, they will come back, they will be abandoning you and coming back. You see what he said? That 1 or 2 years, the man will come back. And we have seen situations where men abandon the Nollywood and all. They will abandon their women. They will go and burn, sleep around. I've been through all these things. Sleep around, do everything they like. They will want to come back to you. Like, seriously? Even though say my mama take me, take borrow money from the village square. Una no dey use una sense. You no dey use una sense. 1 or 2 years. A woman will just be waiting for you to come to your normal senses. That is why you see many men, they do anyhow in their marriage because they believe that that woman is going to wait. She's going to take her clock and put cocoa on her kpekus and put cocoa in her life and be waiting for this man. They will be waiting for you. Even somebody that I know that was dating said, there are some women, when you leave them, they will wait for you. Wait for you for waiting. Do they use you to borrow money? Did they use me to borrow money from you? That you believe in your mind that you can leave me and go and come back whenever you want. You believe you can leave any woman that you are dating and come back anytime you want. She will be waiting for you for 2 years, for 1 year before your senses will come back. Because not only you want no get brain. Not only you want sabi, may your senses come. You see how they condition all these men. Because the men already know that they can leave and you will be there waiting for them. Whatsoever that you go through, you are going to be there. Anytime they come, you should be available to receive them back. That is what is making many black women to suffer in marriage. And that is what is making many black men to do whatever they are doing to their women. That is what is making many of them to do what they do. Because they know you will be able to wait. You will be able to wait, even though it's 1 year, they will have children outside of the relationship. You will be waiting. You will be waiting. That is why many of them, before they will leave, they will use mouth to scandalize you, destroy you to everybody. They are preparing themselves so that no man will talk to you for that 1, 2 years. Everybody will dislike you. They will come back. They already brand us as their property. the man, the 1 or 2 years, you go and rent a house for her, she will be there. Eh? She will be there waiting for the man to come back to his senses, because the man fall from 3 stories.
Mighty gift in the hands of the evil one. Help me and share this video 21 times. Share like, we have lost a mighty gift in the hands of devil. Some people get married to heaven. Yes, you might make a mistake and marry to heaven, but when you marry to devil, when you find out that you marry to devil, leave devil and go. Marriage is not compulsory. This is Bible. Tell me where the Bible says that we should marry. It's compulsory. Like if you don't marry, you will go to hell.
You want another lesson.
If you are happy being a single mother, be it. Worship God, follow God, and make sure that you make Zion. This issue of marrying and fighting and killing. There are many women, many men who are into system bondage. They can't talk, they can't speak out. Speak out now and receive it, not until you die. Anyway, no matter what we say here, we'll never bring her life again. No matter what we say here, we'll never bring her back to life. I'm sorry to use that word, it might be very harsh, but she killed herself. Because God has given her gifts, God has given her opportunity, God has shined her light, her destiny. God has given her condition. All those things that God is giving to her is for her to leave the mother alone. And when we're talking about a man, you think he's an handsome man. It's one man that his face looks like my own. I say my own self. Don't mind me, please.
I'm just laughing.
And I was like, why are you passing through this thing? You have a twin sister, you have a family. Why don't you go and pray to your family?
No.
She was just like, my husband will change. The husband will not change.
Everybody want to be preaching this.
The husband will never change. Eh? What kind of a marriage is this? I'm sorry to say this. Our father in the Lord, Pastor Paul and must do something about it. One, you must take those children and train them to the university level. Because the gifts that God has given to him and the body of Christ, they have lost that gift. There is no way he will not know, or somebody will not say this thing around him. Somebody might have said it about him to her. The only thing that he needs to do, call them together. If this thing is not working, or that matter, on a go away. Let them go their way. See, I can't get over this issue. I was praying, going to be a place. This thing keep on running in my mind.
People will never allow them to go their way.
They won't go and kill a gift. Imagine that monkey that the woman has brought in a life. I believe any position that man is enjoying in tournaments today is because of the wife. Who does monkey canvas?
African men have always lived on
your husband is beating you every day.
But they will never respect us.
Do you know the extent of beating that they beat that woman that will take her to coma?
Yeah.
Do you know the kind of beating? A strong woman like that, he has bought her to an extent that is machinery in her chest. What kind of conscious man is that? What kind of heartless man is that? To an extent that the woman went to hospital. She could not breathe. Under 5 days, she died.
Sure.
She doesn't wear good clothes. Look, I saw her music. I saw her picture. I was sharing tears.
You have already given her a word now. She's a strong woman.
You see the kind of a cloth. The Bible said the gift of a man make it way for him, not for his husband. How can your husband be managing you? You know, we the body of Christ, there's certain things you don't understand. Don't allow this gospel of something to make you be a fool. Now let me bring it in the worldly things. You see why it's on this? To answer the things you know her. He left her husband, her husband was managing her. But most of the time, according to what she said on social media, he said they will pay her money, the husband will give the money, she will go to the show and come back, nothing. The husband will not give her nothing. She has to take care of herself. She knows what she wants for herself. And any gifted man or woman know what she wants for herself. How the kind of video she wants. She might want a very tender video, but the husband that gives you the money with girlfriends. Because this man that we're talking about now, whenever your husband begins to hate you so much, or your wife, see, he or she have another partner outside. To a savage, left the man immediately.
And
to a savage, left the man. The man
and you know how all of you drag him.
Collect her money from her shows. The husband was the manager. Collect her money from her shows and everything. Even this one, her husband was the one that make her shine. But when the man began to seize her right, violate her, she left the marriage immediately. What is happening today? To a savage is alive, keep on shining. If she say, oh, this is my husband, what people will say, today she might die. The soul will be suffering. And the man will move on. Because if this man can come out of jail now, the first thing we do is to go and marry one 16-year-old girl. And they will be enjoying the money that this one has suffered for. To a savage, she left the man immediately. She's still shining. She's still moving around. The husband is nowhere to find. Because she is the star. Bringing out the husband, making it to brag. Nobody thought about the husband again. Because he has no gifts. Don't allow people who are giftless to kill you. People who don't have gifts to kill you. And when they kill you, they can never replace you. What did this woman go tell him, mama? What did this woman, if the mother is alive, how would the mother feel? Seeing her own child died. How would the two sisters feel?
They are all Christian now.
Shows that be coming for her from different parts of the world. The husband refused her to go to the show.
It's self-sabotage.
Shows that be coming from her in different nations. The husband refused her to go to the show.
Bible preach
blocking
about
the money that God has given to her. The gift of a man is making way for him. When the gift is making way and somebody is putting asunder, take that person away. When the gift is making way and your husband is blocking you, see, if you come to an extent, the husband and wife go to police, pay attention. Your husband, you and your wife begin to go to police. People begin to gather. They begin to break bottle. They begin to break television. They stand yourself. He stabbed me and they go to hospital. Something is wrong in that marriage. Marriage is not by force. I told my wife many times, anytime you violate my laws or start doing what I don't know, I begin to lose trust in you. The first thing I will do is to take you back to your parents and tell them I'm not more interested. My life is more important. If I die today, do you know how many souls that God has been using me to save? Who will save those souls? Whenever Osinachi is singing, please hear her song. Whenever Osinachi is singing, the spirit of God moves. This is one of the songs that whenever they sang it in church, I will prophesy like never before.
You hear what he said? I will take you to your parents. Like, if like said that your wife said now one kind smally or something, I will take you to your parents. You see that cockiness? You see that cockiness where many of them have. Like, that woman don't even have a say. When you begin to give me problem, I will take you to your parents. Like, the woman, I'm not sure say this is wife self, even they if they think by her own self. For you to even say you will take her to her parents. You see the authority when many of them they on top of the women.
If you are spiritual, hear the voice of God in that voice.
It's
Who will replace
spiritual.
her? Like a dishwasher.
That is what is
Any domestic
paining.
violence in your marriage, to run away.
That is what is paining all of you now. Who will sing in the church? Osinachi is gone to rest. As now not let the woman rest. She's left. She left this place to go and find her own peace. So all those who is going to sing, somebody will come and sing. They say that his twin sister is a singer. Oh yeah, you people should start exploiting her to come and sing.
Why not you go and kill his sister? Why not you go and kill his family? Why are not as much children? Because they give it to you to marry. Because they give you to marry. They give you to have to marry, not to kill her. The woman was telling the man was telling someone that my wife is gifted. If I leave my wife, she will shine more than all these people. The woman had a lot of contest in her. The woman never looked like her voice. Why? She's not eating good food, no good clothes. The children were saying that one day they were going, and the father dragged the woman out of the car and just her away. They said that night, robbers robbed the mother, collect her bag and her phone. How their mother got from that day, they don't know. And you are telling me that this marriage, the woman still go to that house. Now you do for them.
That is what Nollywood have always show in Nollywood. How to open the door and pursue a woman out of the car and the man will drive away. We have seen it right from time to time. That is why I say Christianity, Nollywood, what we consume is very, very important. What we allow our children to grow up to see, the culture that we continue to promote, whether it's religion or whatever, it is going to impact in our society tomorrow. That is why I'm making this video for you. For the contradiction and the things you said on the video, those fake sympathy and all, but you end up saying Osinachi by herself. But because she be able to suffer and endure pain and everything, she's a righteous woman. Because people don't listen properly and they don't know
From pain.
the group of men they're
She with
dealing
pain,
with.
you know, something pray to God. But let me tell you, not everything that God will from heaven and help you. There are certain things you just need common sense. He beat you yesterday, he beat you today, he beat you yesterday.
Yeah. What God cannot do does not exist. So now that it comes to Osinachi, everything is not worth praying. We have to pray. We have been praying for years in Africa for God to come and repair the road. Julius Berger will come, we build buildings and everything. We have been praying for everything in Africa. Why can't we pray for Osinachi husband to change? Oh yeah, continue to pray.
He kill you, he shoot you, he do your kind of thing, he got you out of the car, he chased you out of your house, and you are saying that is marriage. What kind of a rascalistic or what kind of rubbish marriage is that? Marriage is not do or die affair. If it's not working, it's not working. Let everybody go their way. Young ladies, listen. If you're into a relationship and that man is beating you, that man is pushing you, that man is violating you, that man is doing all kinds of things, leave that man and go. He's not your husband. Don't say, oh, let me marry him. Husband is scarce. Husband is not scarce.
Yeah.
Husband is not scarce. Marriage is not by force. You are in a relationship, the man keep on cheating. The man keep on beating you. You say when you marry him, he will change. He did not marry when he was single, and when he's married, he will change. The answer is no, he will never change. That means he's not your husband. Your husband, your real husband will sacrifice anything for you. How can you be jealous of your wife? Because God is blessing her. Now she say you don't get voice. Now she say your empty head don't get something. Now she say you don't get sense. Eh? God say people will get your supposed to them. They will not get your anything like that.
Yeah.
We are calling on justice. That man deserves to go life imprisonment.
Sorry.
That man deserves to go life imprisonment.
All the atrocity that the pastor is committing, who have give justice to people.
He deserves to go life imprisonment. If your marriage is not working, if the pastor refuses to divorce, you come to my church and we bring two of you together. I say, I divorce this marriage, madam, go your way. Sir, go your way in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Oh, it's not the true man of God. No problem. That day in heaven, we will see many of you. Those who are calling us faith, we will see many of you sitting on the right hand of Satan. He never loved the woman. The woman was just his income. When they have enough money to give to his girlfriend, he will not want her to go to show. When the money finish, he will ask her to go to show. He will collect the money and put it in her pocket. People have been calling that man for show. She will be crying, call my husband, call my husband. When they call the rascalferior, the man will be treating them anyhow. Devil himself. If you are into this kind of marriage, I beg you in the name of Joshua Mashiach, run away. Run away, it's not marriage. And please, Christian, let's stop living in pregnancy. This woman I go to heaven because of this, oh. Because she live in pregnancy. She live in pregnancy. I don't live in pregnancy. People know me very well, knows me. I don't pretend. If my wife doing something I don't like now, if it's not for church, I go talk and open. Oh man, when you talk, you go able. Like the video, everyone. Like the video and share. It's only when you talk you will have help. If you don't talk, you don't go get help. So she kill herself. Because you talk, speak out, cry out. Oh, the church might be dirty. If you talk, you know, as a Christian you are, it will cause a bad name for you. You leave the church. Is it the only church in the world? God, you hold her responsible. Thank you. A woman of 42 years old, she looked like as if she's not to 60. I was thinking about when it's not to 60. When I had her age, I cried more. Don't ever try to make a marriage that is not working. When it's not working, it's not working. When the hand of God is not there, there is nothing you do for that marriage to work. How can a woman with that kind of voice marry a native doctor? Have you seen the face of that man that he looks like a native doctor? Have you seen his face? He looks like a witch doctor. Because it's only winch that fight good thing. You know the meaning of winch? Winch are people, witchcraft. Craft is something that fly. Winch is something that divert. So the job of the winch is to quench light. Someone is telling me she's staying there for the kiss, and this is a woman. Madam, don't stay because of the kiss. So the kids that she's staying with are they not dead? Let her go with her kiss. If that woman, with what God has given to her, she leave the house, rent her own apartment, do her gospel. She deserves to work with security. People who are not doing up to 10% of what she's doing, they move her to security. She go and look for two police.
Easy said than done.
She go or she pick her children for the man.
Easy said than done. Everybody will want to say.
It's the kind of wife you give to her. If any pastor failure, ever try to violate any of my sister, beat her like this, because I don't go beat my own wife like this. I don't go beat another person. If you beat my sister, consistent beating like this, that woman I know, you know, that woman that have bad mouth.
Consistent beating. If you beat my sister, consistent beating. Yeah. If you beat her, may not be every day, okay? If you beat her this month now, next month you beat her, you know, consistent like that. If you see beat her again next 2 months, not be every day, oga. If you say if you want beat the sister, may not do her consistent. Once in a while, or once in every week, or once in 2 weeks, not be every day. Say if you do it every day, go come meet you. Now that one, you know, like that consistent one, you fit do, but not be every time, not be consistent. Once in a while, once in every 2 weeks, go be like say person dey shop akamo, or they shop that time wey we dey shop price every once in a week or 2 weeks, or every Sunday. Now so you want when you take the beat the sister, not be say we know they do a consistency. Yeah, more.
There are women that have bad mouth, but this particular woman that I know don't have a bad mouth. Because it's a woman that
you dey hear? He say if person get bad mouth, he deserve gbasgbo, and they don't promote this thing for long. Like the women have mouth, and you will see some comment where the men for they say the women have mouth, because we Africans, we that is you not see no say African men say they complain about nagging, and the woman nag too much, women nag too much, they nag blah blah blah. We don't have communication skills when it comes to marriage. Many of us African, we don't get communication skills, not be only marriage, even in our normal life, we don't have the communication skills that, oh, we are just communicating. No, there is nothing like a communication skills when it comes to us. Everybody now, you go tell me and say, are you stupid? Are you stupid in that question before? Hey, I don't start. I mean the cause. Problem don't start. Your head not correct. You say my head not correct. Problem don't start. So, when I understand where this man they go, we don't get communication skills. That is why they will call it bad mouth. And one thing again, if African man they talk to you and you they challenge them or you they defend yourself, that one are already bad mouth. That is why you see they don't preach her for years, decades. Say, I want a woman that look like my mother. I want a very quiet woman. I want a obedient woman. I want a woman that don't talk. I never see them they go. They never they go where all this deaf and dumb. They go carry woman. Now that one they vex me. If you want a woman that don't talk, go to deaf and dumb school. Go stand there if they're close. Find one get to start to friend her. If you want a woman that don't know they want to hear, and you know, because if he hear something, he might go talk. Go there, deaf and dumb school, stand there, look for woman. Stop saying that a woman bad mouth, because I've seen so many men. They don't want you to talk, but they will bring problem. They don't want you to talk. The moment you talk, you have started again. Oh. You have started again. Oh, they become some men even talk past women nowadays, but they will say bad mouth. Some men say when you ask them to go and work, it means you are bad mouthing them. When you tell them look at your mate is a problem, they will be left behind. They don't want you to compare them with their mate, but they will not do what their mate is doing. They have the capacity to do it. They will, because who you marry, the success of that person, now still your success as a woman. It determine how happy your life go be. Who you marry, it determine a lot. If they like me, they tell you say a woman should go and work, a woman should go and do this, but who you marry will determine your success. You see, as Osinachi husband take draw enter 6 feet. Upon all, she never depended on the husband. Upon all, she never depended on the husband, but the husband succeed to pull her down. So who you marry, how successful that person is, how intelligent that person is, really matter to you. It really matter. Now your business, the success of the man you want to marry, is your business, because that success will impact on your life too. But if you decide to marry somebody where be say, if you decide to marry somebody where be say he get some kind mentality, that problem will still come to you too. It will actually come to you. So now so it be. Don't let people deceive you at all. Don't allow people to deceive you that, whoa, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, don't allow them to deceive you. My distance don't fall because this video is long, but it doesn't matter. Okay, let's fix it back and continue. Yeah, like a pro. So back again on Facebook. The camera turn and it's all good. So now so it be, oh my people. They say now waiting for the work for the see all this one and everything is back again. So who you marry, it really matter, my people. It really matter. Not let people deceive you. It really matter. See Osinachi now. She wasn't depending, but at the end, the one where she dey bring come be problem for the man, because you cannot feed a man. He's a man. You cannot feed him. That is his duty. So he go try to limit you, go try to sabotage you. He go get that insecurity, say, this woman ain't come dey do my work. This woman ain't come dey do this one. This woman want take my position. Upon no, he no get position again. So that fear dey and all. And the man now the man a complete narcissist man, because all he want complete for a body. Everything complete. He make sure say he remove the woman from the family, from friends, control her. That is wetin the Bible na Christianity they preach. Control over women. How to police women make us. That is wetin the Christianity they always they preach. The policy of women's body, how they should dress, how they should do this, how they should do that. If the pastors not fit do one, he go turn to the work of the husbands and the boys for the community. That is why you see when women dress, go market, one man go come stop her for road, they go start to the drag her, they go start to the drag the man, the woman say, it's waiting wear too short, waiting wear to do this, waiting wear to do that. Not be because of the Christian religion. Oyibo go wear bomb shot, one of his yards go come and nobody go drag am for road. Nobody go drag am. This one are people wey bring religion to una. Wetin no suppose for una to complain put, now una go complain put. Women have always be like the property of una. They be like una property. So it has always been like that.
And the bad man, she should have come out of that marriage for a very long time. Not the woman that maybe says the husband or want to see support. No, she's not that kind of woman. From the stories we had.
You dey hear? In they even they condemn bad mouth. Wetin they call bad mouth. He say if she had a bad mouth, she would have come out of the marriage. Everything where this man talk for this 1 hour something video, he just use the mouth contradict everything. And you see all of them washing nonsense. Hey? If she have a bad mouth, she could have come out from the marriage. Because she not get a bad mouth, she couldn't. Wait, guys, man, tell my ladies, what did this men they call bad mouth? Now your ability to defend yourself from BS, your ability to say enough is enough. Neither they call bad mouth. Your ability to say no, I no go allow you to do me this thing. Neither they call bad mouth. If you continue, if you can be able to challenge and defend yourself, it become a bad mouth in the community. That woman will get bad mouth because she can defend herself. They want to dump black women. They want to dim your light so that you cannot be able to say or to speak for yourself. It become everything is bad mouth. She's nagging. I'm coming. Let us put it back.
From what we see, from her singing, from her holiness, you know she's not a bad woman. But for her to allow you handle my sister that way, I will come and give you back to your entire family. Someone said that Pastor Esther cannot do something about it. Go and watch it from the end. You heard what I say about the church. You heard what I say about the church. This violence must end. Madam, run away. If it's paper, go and sell. Not when even this one is gifted. That is my problem. She is over gifted.
Now that one they pay no now.
Tell me who they see for Nigeria? When they say she or she they see God is MC. And most of the time when this man is singing, you will see pain in her voice. You see pain. Look at the one she sang with that guy. You know they used to play. All her songs is their own emotional song. And this is to show you what she's passing through. Every day she even cries from into her song. Now everybody's crying. Oh, she's dead. Oh, she's dead.
She doesn't have a bad mouth.
Because many of you, even from anyone. See pain in her voice.
Ladies, I think this video tell una say una need to get bad mouth. That thing that they call bad mouth is your ability to defend yourself from all this BS. Neither they call bad mouth, neither they call nagging. Don't listen to them when they call nagging, when they call bad mouth. Now when you can face your bully, when you can face that man that is bullying you, that man that is sabotaging you, that man that is an enemy of progress, that is when they call you a bad man. So make sure say that bad mouth you have it to defend yourself. If they bring the BS, they come. If this woman have a bad mouth, go for us. What they call bad mouth, because now black woman they get bad mouth. If they do with Oyibo, they not they see bad mouth. If Oyibo say they behave like human being. When they do with darky woman, now therefore they see bad mouth. If you can't defend yourself, it's a bad mouth. This my bad mouth, it make me to lose my flight because I already understand this their mentality. When they say somebody is having a bad mouth, it's when you can be able to challenge them. In the airport the other day, the man there did something because I said I can be able to download something on my phone that I'm not a illiterate, I can do it by myself. That same language this man used now, he said bad mouth. If you can be able to defend yourself from darky man, you'll be bad mouth. You get bad mouth. You get bad behavior. You know the respect person. My sister, defend yourself. Don't listen to them. There's too many delusional thoughts and nonsense in this community that you have to defend yourself from. If you want to coexist in this community as a woman, as a human being, first of all, it was all about her bad mind. She have bad mind. She could have been able to be alive today. So, ladies, you see the hints when this Rolling Stone give you so, aka Prophet. Make sure you keep it. That you say it throw and say if she have a bad man, she go foresee their life. If she make use of her mouth, if she make use of her brain, not be say she go dey carry Bible, they think with waiting, you know concern her. She go foresee their life today. Ladies, be wise. Listen to the messenger.
When your husband is speaking, you leave that marriage. What is because I just say that this is not marriage, you will not go to heaven. Where am I going to visit that? Anyway, I know she's the devil. The Bible also when you did not marry or when you leave devil, this is not marriage. They know some things is not marriage. No one to tell them they didn't know. And they kept quiet. Because I had the marriage ahead of the security of protocol. That's why we never go unpunished. The body of Christ, we give shame we are putting the body of Christ, he will never go unpunished. The God that lives in Zion will touch him. He think that he's in the woman. He think the woman though. The only thing I know that we miss that voice in heaven. But she's there singing for God.
Aye, una no go let this Osinachi woman rest. She don't sing for all of una. Una not let her rest. You see, they sing for God. Aye. So this woman no go rest in peace now. The exploitation for here, walking from one place to another, and the husband they collect the money. She go see go now. Go sing for una gods. Aye, Osinachi Chineke me. Wow. So Osinachi never see rest. See, they sing. I don't come they collect the money as they sing for God. You want go sing for free for that side. When they collect, they won't pay and yeah, the husband they collect and who will come they still they collect the money for God and I beg, Mona leave Christianity. No go here. Mona leave no go here. No go here. He's singing for God in heaven. All the ego.
She's in Zion, giving God a good stool.
See the brainwashing.
Just listen, spirits. And whenever she said, your eyes open. I'm a man I'm a spiritual man. Those of you who watch and you know, I'm a spiritual man. She's singing from rain, from a deeper rain. No gospel artist in Nigeria. Move from the rain where she moves.
Not be lie.
42 years old, look like 20 years old woman.
Not be lie.
A blessing to the body of Christ. That journalists as a entire ministry will not save her. Because there are people that must know about this violence. You should have started for her. And the man in pastor is a pastor. You know, this is why sometimes people call me name. People call me name and give me all kinds of names. I don't pretend. See, pretense is a sin in the eyes of God. Pretending, if you're pretending, it's a sin. Or if I feel that I want to fry my head now, I don't pretend. Because when we vote, they will, we tell them good noise. God bless you. Why are you the one sleeping with the whole of your members?
That is why we have to live religious so that people will live their life. This one, if you want to fry your hair, you fry your. What will not make you fry your hair before? Because you want to fry your hair. Because somebody bring religion to the society. Because the culture has already altered the way you feel, the way you do things. The same thing happened to Osinachi. If Osinachi, as I said before, never encounter with black Osinachi go for use the brain, in natural brain, take comot. But because she has already been manipulated religiously, she decide to take her last breath there. The same way you said, if you want to fry your hair, you will fry your hair. Because this religion of a thing, he have his comes and no and the other side of it, you know. That is why you have to tell us that if you want to fry your hair, you will fry your hair. Because you people have already brand frying of hair worldly. You have brand wearing short skirt as worldly. When we carry our cleavages, we will get natural breath. So and when we pump her out, now we'll say we be show because of the way we take dress, way to not say una God give us, but now our mama form all these things for inside belly for us. But una go take everything, take the last person. Now you want to tell us if you want to pretense, whatever. What did they make all 1.5 million they look una? Now those una prayer, formality, somebody go for grand, they shake up and down. Those are things that are making people to watch you and dash all of you money. If you were behaving like a normal human being, nobody will give you money. Because everybody already don't see hundreds, thousands of you people. When you say miracle, people give you money. Even if you went to go and rent clutches to come and do the miracle. So far Nigeria, they say one man heal, they don't know the man, they say the deaf is walking, the dead rise up, different lies, one I don't brainwash our people. We are tired, we are sick and tired of you people. All of you should live your life and live pretense, because religion is too much pretense. You have to alter that your natural state of mind to be able to be a religious person. You can never be a normal human being if you are religious. You can never. Nobody saw Osinachi everything go through. After he don't put all those in cap without no earring and everything, everybody those pain because most of the religious women pain. Their name now, the next of their name now pain. You won't know whether they are happy or they are not. Some pastor wife said they never even take her see their husband bola for months now. So you won't know the difference when they are sexually frustrated or when they are not. So that is it. May we listen.
They will wear oversized coats, thinking they are covering, you think they are Mr. and Mrs. Foley. Why they are government?
They know.
But when you see we don't pretend. I put on Nigeria, can I preach the gospel? I don't do rubbish. I don't look at members. I don't take people money by force. I don't sleep with members. We are natural. And the man will come in, they pretend, oh daddy. And you will not tell that you did not hear that they are violating this woman. I don't even know about Donald for one day. This man was the one that made me to know that man. People are saying that the church brought her in a line like she's the one that goes to announce the church. She's part of the people that announce Papa and then so much. I respect what he carries. What are we preaching? What are we preaching? What kind of rascal world are we into?
Yeah.
Eh? Killing this kind of gift. A man that cannot even sing Jesus. Anyway, what I'm saying is, they are so rest in peace. May God accept her. But I beg every man or woman that might be passing through the same issues, please leave that your partner. Go and rent another apartment. After 1 year or 2 years, the both of you can come back. Maybe by then he or she will realize.
How are they going to come back? After another use Christian, they tie them. You people use caution to tie them. For example, Benina, they will say if you leave your husband, you cannot move on with your life. You see, you cannot sleep with another man. You have to, okay, imagine a woman that is 1 year waiting for her husband to come to her senses. A young woman, oh, she will put padlock on her everything. No man can toast you. Some Igbo people still have culture that tie women down so that they cannot jolly themselves, they cannot move on. You see, like, go and take an apartment and be waiting for somebody that nearly buy you. Hey, what do you think will make that man to change? A man that can pimp a woman, pimp her to be collecting money, carry her to be singing, as if say she be hyena. All those hyena wey outside they carry, they go. Monkey dance, he go collect the money. Monkey they chop, babu monkey they walk, babu they chop. She should go and rent apartment. Maybe after 2 years, the man will come back to come and do what? Because they take the woman borrow money from the man village. So if you no pay, na lie. Just imagine. Like seriously, after 1 or 2 years, that is why most African women are so unhappy. They are stagnant. They don't even want to leave, even if we are going through the worst pain. They don't want to leave. She should stay. She should go. She should take a wow. They're not feeling free us. May we live our life. Why can't we live our life? That we have to leave and take up our apartment and wait for you. Why do you think so? If that bondage not still there, why can't we be free? Why should we wait for somebody that wanted to send us to 6 feet? Why should we wait for somebody that exploit us? We were working, they were collecting the money. So we should go and rent an apartment and wait for him to continue with it. Ladies, there is a life without divorce. There is life with marriage, and there is life without marriage. You need to be able to enjoy your singleness when you are inside marriage. You still go in directly inside marriage and enjoy your life. And when married, and if you marry a better man, is a plus. But make sure you can be able to be by yourself with this person and without this person. Don't listen to go and take 1 year out, go and take 2 years out of your life waiting for somebody. Because with the 10 billion men in the world, you have to wait for somebody to do you nonsense, and you go and take 1 year back, and you come back and go back to the person again. For what? For what? So if that person buy now, this woman not go stay. She go and take apartment and be waiting so that he will come to his senses. You never see some partners that will come, they will lie to you, they will come and beg you for them to end up with your life, for them to give you RIP. Ladies, don't wait for anybody. If you come on, start to live your life. Even the best way for you to even move on with your life, if the man you see say you cannot make it with this person again, my sister, that their tradition where the young people say, if you just chop another cassava, start to chop another cassava. Face your life. You have a life. After them, before them. You have a life. Live your life. Don't allow them to bond you with their religion, their culture, everything. Live your life, ladies. You have a life. All of you definitely have a life. Whether married or not, you have a life to live. Make sure you enjoy your life with them, without them. That is how you can be able to navigate in this community.
After she did this song with this guy, all the songs that this guy be doing, have you seen the songs then? The other one, after she did song with him, I didn't see Emma have a very big hit like this song.
We see that you people were
Because I know.
exploiting
Okay,
her.
that song says
We
this one.
know it was all
And this guy, how many hits? Let him listen that I speak. When her voice come in your song, she makes you shine. 16 million viewers. The poem have 72 million viewers. Check the song. It's her voice that said the song.
Why the husband collect the money? It has always been like that. Women will walk and walk and walk and walk and walk in the Gaki community. Why the men will collect the money? It's all about pimping and muling women.
Look at, you look like a different song. Even though you're not an Igbo, you don't understand Igbo language, you will feel God in her voice.
That's the only God.
Yeah, I say I won't be crying again.
The women are
I don't want to be
God.
crying again. But this is a wickedness.
Women are God.
Wife and ask her children, the children should give her to the flogger. If you're not interested in the woman, ask her to go back to the husband. Tell her go back to the parents. Eh? Tell her to go back to the husband, the family. Look at, I said go.
I'm not feel laugh. I
She's
don't want to
crying,
see the
she's
whole
crying
of
when she's passing through the
the
house. I don't know this guy. This guy been in music for long. I didn't know her. Is this man that make us to know him? I didn't know this man, sorry. Is this man that make us to know him? We have a head mystery tonight, but I don't think I know there for spirit or prophecy and echoes like that. Tomorrow we'll continue. And some people say it's the will of God, not the will of God. The thought I have for my people is the all sort of good. If we're serious, well, I think you don't kill her. My man go eat the body. That's the only thing. You don't kill her, go and eat her corpse.
I will call you back. I will
You
call
don't kill
you
her.
back.
Let's go and eat her corpse. I'm begging Nigerian government. No, Nigerian government will get our own ruguru. Nigerian government will get our own ruguru. We are not ruguru this one. If I ruguru this one, the anointing in this game will fight your own children. Anybody that will be in this case, and you go and play some partial, go and collect some bribe. You collect some bribe to free or do some evil things. Those who are on an evil characters, bad government that we have in Nigeria. Anybody that will be involved, your children will face what she faces in her marriage. Because the kind of anointing that this man carries is not what anybody should point or play with. God knows why he took her. God knows why he allowed this to happen. The only thing I'm saying is that let her soul rest in peace. Please.
God know why he took her. So that una God na assassino. That una God na Kaileer. Imagine. Upon her as the say voice sweet, reach everything. She was working for the kingdom of God. And the God decided to take her. Huh? Even that, if we say more talk and I said that una God said he even was past the Peter Nwachuku. He even was past and to take him. This one message self is the confused person, eh? I don't just understand this one message. It's so confusing. Come on.
Please, she's one of us. Even though she's not from your church, she's not your family member, but in one way or the other, her song that bless your life. Let us give her a moment and just ask God to protect the children. We're not talking about let God protect the children. Like people like me, if I see any way to assist the children, I will assist with the little one that I have. Let us ask God that He protect the family, give them spirit to bear this loss. How are they going to bear this loss? Whenever they hear her song, they must remember her. One thing that is very bad is to lose a celebrity, a public figure. Because whenever you see any of their list, any of their video, you will keep on, you will be fresh in your mind. Let God protect her. Let God give her rise. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, Father, for I know that you are God and you have answered. And I want to pray for everyone here that your marriage is having issues. May the Lord assist you in your marriage. I want to pray for everyone here that you are having issue in your marriage. May the Lord give you peace in your marriage. May the Lord help you out in your marriage. And those of you looking for partner, may the Lord give you the right partner. In the mighty name of Jesus. And those of you that is not working, may the Lord give you the wisdom to work out. If to a savage, imagine a worldly girl that did dancing, but she can use her sense.
You hear what he said? Tiwa Savage, imagine a worldly girl. A worldly girl.
There's a worldly girl, she take alcohol, she use her sense. She use her sense and left the marriage. If to a savage did not leave that marriage, maybe that man might have killed her now. May the Lord give you knowledge, wisdom on how to handle your marriage. In the mighty name of Jesus. And let me stop rushing for marriage. Yeah? Whenever I ask for prayer points in my church, almost 90% of the guys say, marriage. What are you marrying for?
He said all of that prayer point na marriage. Let me put that for Nigeria. So who not marry? You know, city was started with now. Quick you take call am worldly. Worldly. Why they not go find husband where you go come cover them? May una not they call them worldly again. May they call the dress cloth where with the day single cloth where they will take so cloth where they will take so 3 cloths. They can take if they don't marry, cloth wey dem for take sew three cloths, they'll take and sew one cloth take dey cover their body. More na no dey look dem say dem dey worldly. So na normal thing. All of them dey run to marry because for black community, marriage na badge of honor. You no even care if you who you dey marry to, so far the person dey breathe.
Is it by force? Is it by force? It's not by force. You be forced to marry, you go and marry one devil, one blood-sucking demon, and at the end of the day, you dey crying, oh God, oh God, oh. Please, you know we have something to do, but it's for God, let this man have to preach tonight. Please, if you don't understand my message, start from the beginning. You understand what I've just said here. I've said my own part from the pastors of the church and whoever that is involved. They all make a mistake, and if they did not handle this case very well, God will hold them responsible. The Lord bless you, and good night. See you tomorrow.
So una pastor don talk him own finish. You see inside this 2 hours message or 1 hour message, you see where this man for Spanish say tajante, he really condemn this man. You see where he for condemn this man, message to this men when they misbehave. You don't see that condemnation. Everything if you want to talk about wetin the man they do, he go first put the woman for on top. If you want to talk wetin the men they do the woman, he go first put the woman on top. If you are beating your husband, if you are tying your husband, oga, we understand una. All of you now, they complices one way or the other to defend what is wrong. That is why what is wrong not they finish for this community. Even the ones where they grow up, they learn bad thing. They believe say their girlfriend, they need to control her, they need to come, they vigilate her, they need to now make her you say this woman make us deep, this woman make us big, this woman they talk nonsense too much because of that entitlement mentality. Say they own the women are their property. Because of that entitlement mentality, now it make you talk say if the woman pack comot, she would have go take flat for 1 year or 2 years, go they wait for the husband. As if say the woman make us, he go call a chop beans or he go dey chop Bible or he go dey chop rice. The woman not be human being. Go dey wait the man, they in pain. Instead of her to live and heal herself and move on, she have to go and sit down, be waiting for her abuser to finish and get back to his right senses and come back again. Ladies, listen very well to messages. When you go to church, when you see all this pastor, charlatan, talking, listen very carefully. Don't be deceived by all prophets, blah, blah, blah. Listen to their message very well. Listen. Listen. The woman is the God. Listen very well. I love you all, everybody. Is the real Edo Girl on YouTube and on Facebook, single mother, single father in Europe. Bye bye, everyone. I love you. We'll come back again. Bye.